Hey guys, so today we are in Eclipse again, and I will be covering, excuse me, I'll be covering, how, like, return statements and stuff. Now, this is really useful, because we don't want to print stuff, we want to actually get stuff, right? So, let's say we had, well, first, let's just rename hi. Now this has actually, like, no use, really, because it's not that hard. Um, int x, because I mean you could just add it anyways, but you know, it's just, and we want a public void integer. Now what this means is that it's going to return an int. It's going to have to return an integer. So, and I get that wrong. Public static int. Void means that it's not going to return anything. So, what we want to return is simple. Like, if we want to add the parameters x and y, then we want to return x plus y. Boom. So, now this won't print it, of course, because we're not printing anything. We're just plugging stuff in, and then a method processes it and gives us the answer. So, if I did add 13, and by the way, you have to use commas if you have multiple parameters, and 15, right? Okay, that's good. I mean, it's not going to print anything. Yeah, not at all. What it will do, though, is it'll actually add that before it crashes, like before it stops running. So, now, oh, if I just cut that and seriously, do you need like a hotkey for printing stuff? Print line. Up, up. Oh, sorry, I'm using the. Oh yeah, and then now what it'll do. Oh, now what it will do is it'll print the it'll print whatever the method add gives us with these two parameters. So should be 28. Right? Yeah. So it'll print it. That's cool. That's literally all we needed to do. That's methods with parameters and return statements. So it's like if we wanted to return a string. So if we have a string input, string, we'll do name again, and public string. So what this does is whatever you have public static and then this thing, right? This is what you want to return. So you see it's giving us an error. You don't have to have a string in there. We can have like an X or something, right? An integer. And we can say, if the integer that we enter is like 54, then print out hello world. If it isn't, well, it wouldn't print it. It would return hello world. Then we can use that return statement to print. So you can just print. It's kind of hard to explain. You just understand after you do it a lot. So we will return name or return hello plus name, and that'll work. So if we do, for some reason it's still add, and we enter a name, Mitchell. And we can also use if statements. Like I said, like if the string equals someone, you can return that you are lame or something if it's a certain name. What? Oh, I didn't print it. Seriously. Control X. Oh, print line and Control V and done. And it'll print hello Mitchell. So it prints whatever we put in this return statement. So like if you want to return a number, then you use it. You use the method as kind of like a variable, and you enter other variables or numbers, and then it will return something that it did with those variables. It's kind of easy. Again, you don't have to print it. If we had an actual complicated program, we could do that. You can also have booleans. Like boolean is window open. Alright. I'm gonna go back to like screen stuff because I've done a little bit of that. Like is window open or something, which isn't an actual method, but you know, you can just imagine. And it'll check if the window's open, and you'll have an if statement and stuff. And if window dot is open, then return like true, and if window dot is open, and then you put not, return false. It's easy. You also do not need parameters. It will just automatically print whatever you put down there. So you don't need parameters, which means, like, again, if you're checking if Windows open, you're not gonna put a parameter in there like 22. If Windows open 22, you won't need that. So that is good. We're recording for 7 minutes. Now, guys, I will show you how. Well, no, I will not, because we're at 7 minutes. I do not like wasting people's time. You're gonna have to look through all this. Then your mom's gonna be like, come on, eat dinner or something. And boom. You have to pause it. I don't know. Your iPhone goes into sleep mode or something. It happens. Happens to me a lot. So, see you guys next video, which is where we'll learn about multiple classes very quickly, because they aren't hard. Anyways, bye guys. This is Mr. Mitcho 321. Goodbye.